What's going on here? Are we live yet? Alright guys, I'm Jason, this is Comic Crypto Stock. Can everyone hear me okay? Alright, so we've got a little mail call here. We'll start with this. This is some of the X-Men Paralo covers, which are pretty nice looking cover. Paralo usually does a good job, and this time is really no different. Okay. Also have some of these Venom First Host number 3s. This is the first appearance of the new symbiote sleeper. And I got a couple of those at my LCS, but they didn't have that many. So I picked up a few more copies. Kind of thought, you know, with Venom doing pretty good, some of the other symbiotes might not be a bad bet as well. Okay, so here's a few more of the cover B for that Venom First Host, number 3. So I've got 5 of the B and 3 of the A, but then I had 2 more of the A that I was able to get at my LCS. So I got 5 copies of each of those. And here are those Paralo X-Men covers. That is the Virgin. And we got 4 of those. And this one is the Trade Dress. And we have 4 of those. So when I saw that Magneto cover, I thought that was pretty sweet. So I decided to scoop up some of those. Here is another one, independent. Horror that's been doing really good, and picked up I think 26 of these, and at this point I believe about 20 of them have been pre-sold already. So I'm not sure if these are going to be bagged and boarded or not. You kind of never know with these independent presses if they're going to end up bagging and boarding their books. Looks like these ones might be, which should be a good thing. Alright. Yeah, bagged and boarded. That's nice. So, this is Road to the Dead, Highway to Hell, number 1, and this is actually a pre-movie book, so there's a very good chance that this could end up getting picked up. And we've got 26 of these, and like I said, I believe about 20 of them are already pre-sold. Let's see if we get lucky and maybe they throw us one of the 1 for 10 variants in here. It's the black and white. I'm not expecting it, but you never know. Well, it looks like they packaged them really nice. I mean, I definitely can't complain about that. As far as any of the independent comic companies that I've been ordering from, this is definitely the best shipping that I've seen. It's IDW. So we'll go through and grade those, and I'm going to be boxing a lot of them up tonight. Also wanted to touch on Stan Lee. I know everyone's been talking about Stan Lee. Great guy. You know, what else can be said? He's done great things for the community. And, you know, sad to see him go. But at the same time, you know, the guy lived a full and wonderful life, you know, to almost 96 years old. So, I mean, that's amazing. You know, anyone that can live that long, you're doing really good. And the life he led was amazing, that most people, you know, could only hope to have a life as fulfilling as his. So that being said, there's been a lot of people trying to sell Stan Lee autographs on eBay for way more than historically what they've been selling for. If you're in the market for a Stan Lee signature, just wait this out. You know, you got a little bit of a craze going on right now, but trust me when I say Stan Lee signatures are going to be around. I believe he's signed more things than anyone else ever. So, I mean, Stan Lee signed a ton of stuff. You will be able to get his signature. You know, just wait it out, and the prices will come back down, trust me. But people are getting really, really crazy with the amounts they're trying to ask for this stuff. And it's, you know, Stan Lee's signature is not rare by any means, not even close. You will easily be able to find the stuff. Wait it out. I know you know it gets kind of difficult sometimes because you're sitting there, you get emotional, you want to pick something up, you want to pull the trigger, but you know, patience is a virtue and a necessity in comic book collecting. I mean, you have to be patient, wait for the good deal to come around. So please hold off on buying any Stan Lee signatures. You'll be able to get them next year or 2 years from now. Don't worry, there's plenty of them out there. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Steve Oates, what's going on? Poet New York, how you doing? Okay, so Steve, what do you want to know about monetize? You just like trying to see what they're going for? I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but so this one is going for maybe $15 right now. When I first got them, I started pre-selling them at $9, and they started to pick up a little bit. So at the end of the pre-sale, they were going for $15. I haven't checked on the Magnetos because I wasn't really planning on trying to pre-sell any of those. I was thinking maybe to send a couple of those into CGC with my next order, maybe one of each or something like that, and see what happens with these. These Venom First Hosts, they're basically just kind of a spec book, a cheap spec book that's cover price. That, you know, not looking to move that anytime soon. Wait, see if that character develops into anything. And if not, then, you know, whatever. It's a little bit of a gamble. So, we got any other questions, guys? I'm going to be packing this stuff up here. It's going to be a late night. I've got to get about, I think, 20 of these sold so far. So the other 6, I think I'm just going to keep and see what happens. Keep them as a spec or whatnot. But that's kind of it for this week. Slightly light, I guess. Hopefully I should have some bigger books coming in for next week, just depending on how shipments hit and so on and so forth. And the big monster CGC submission is at CGC. Hopefully we'll start to get some of that stuff back in maybe about 4 or 5 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. But thanks for taking the time on your Sunday night to check out the show. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, guys.